This is NIKKEN Radio 1.
Hello, I'm Jeff Isom, Vice President of Sales and Training at NIKKEN. Welcome to NIKKEN Success Stories. On today's show, we have Nadine Staaf. She's a silver from Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island, Canada. Nadine, how are you doing this morning?
I'm doing really well, Jeff. How are you doing?
I'm fantastic. Nadine, you are a true NIKKEN success story, one of our silver wellness consultants who loves our great philosophy, our great products, and has an amazing business. Can you tell me, how is it that you first became connected to or found out about NIKKEN?
Thank you, Jeff. In 2006, actually, I was introduced to NIKKEN through Humans Being More. My sponsor, NIKKEN, introduced me as a gift to give me a bigger perspective. And you were actually my facilitator at Humans Being More, so thank you for a wonderful experience. It was a few years later that I decided to pursue NIKKEN as a business.
And what made you decide to become a business builder, to become an independent NIKKEN consultant, and share this with other people in a professional way as a career?
I had a pretty amazing experience with the NIKKEN products, going from some mental health concerns in terms of postpartum depression, actually. And so seeing those results in myself made it kind of clear to me that I should pursue the business, with the help, of course, of my sponsor and seeing a big perspective. I see NIKKEN as a lifelong journey, really, to be honest. And why not share that with other people, both in terms of helping other people with their health and also making a career for myself and my family. A big motivator was my son, who was going to school only a couple houses away, really, from where we were living at the time in Victoria, BC. And I knew that I needed to work from home if I wanted to have the kind of lifestyle that I wanted. And that really meant just being able to walk him to school and pick him up after school. I couldn't imagine him being in after-school care, and that was the biggest motivator to pursue my business from home.
Well, I know that you, as one of our most successful silvers, in terms of your dedication to the philosophy, the products, have really had an amazing November and December that we thought we would share with people. You've always been very successful at retailing, and NIKKEN has a great hybrid model that combines the very best of network marketing with the very best of direct sales, providing people to earn income that is both earned through retail and residual. It's a fantastic model. What did you decide to do in November? As many people on the show may know today, those listeners, we introduced very competitive prices for our retail customers in November. This has always been one of your strong suites, the retailing component in addition to the network marketing component. What decisions did you make about November and what you would do in November?
All of 2015, I had pretty big goals for my business. But come November, I really made a decision to put energy into that. We had a big move at the beginning of 2015, and I also ended up pursuing publishing my books. So I didn't put as much energy into NIKKEN as I needed to in order to really create what I wanted to create. And so I really put the energy into my business.
You moved 4 time zones, right? From one side of Canada to the other.
Yeah, from one island, from Vancouver Island to Prince Edward Island. And it's been the best move for us, so I'm happy for it. And grateful to NIKKEN, very grateful to NIKKEN for being a part of that.
Well, so what goals did you set for November?
All along in 2015, I'd sort of been wishing and hoping for 100 new customers a month. That was my big goal, was in 2015, I'm going to have 100 new customers a month. I'm going to do it. And November, actually, I doubled my customer sales amount, my retail amount, from October to November when the prices changed. Orders got bigger, more people got excited, and so my PV more than doubled in November. Due to the price changes, but also due to my decision to really win at this. It takes a decision, right?
You clearly saw, it sounds like, that these great prices were going to be attractive. This was something you were going to be able to do. You've been very successful in sharing our wonderful product technologies, and you made a decision to just make November happen.
Thank you. Yes, there's so much opportunity for us to just have what we want in NIKKEN, and the customer prices, wow, when people talk about our commissions lowering because of the customer prices lowering, I just look at that and think that is such a small vision, because the big vision is that more people will be attracted to the product, bigger orders will be placed, and I saw that in my numbers, and I'm grateful for that.
Well, how many customers did you add in November?
82 new customers in November. 82
new customers. That's a great figure.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, I agree.
And how did you go about working to get your new customers? What was kind of? I guess it was just your motivation to really reach out to people, as many people as you could.
Definitely, yeah, and that motivation is continuing, but it's continuing stronger now into 2016. Because it's a brighter future. We have more to offer new customers, more to offer repeat customers. Auto ship incentives is incredible. So all of that it takes the opportunity and the big perspective to see that opportunity is what motivates me to keep going. But in terms of attracting new customers, my intention has always been to attract as many people as possible to the NIKKEN products, specifically in retail. But it's not that I don't focus on the business opportunity. It's just that I see retail being a very big opportunity. Having people find me, I do a lot more work, and not necessarily putting more time into it, but more efficient work, with the intention of reaching more and more people.
Well, so with adding your 82 new customers with your existing customers that you had, my understanding is you earned over $5,000 in the month of November as a silver in NIKKEN. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. Yes.
How did you feel when you saw that deposit in your bank account and knew that you were adding $5,000 to your family's needs for that month?
It was inspiring, because all along I had hoped for customer numbers, but right before I was able to, I use the word manifest, but right before I was able to manifest that 5,000, I said, this was before I created those numbers, I said all of 2016, for every month of 2016, and I think the key words were every month, I'm going to be doing between $5,000 and $6,000 in income in NIKKEN. And then that 5,000 appeared, and it was like, I felt like it was a dream come true, and magic, right? It's obviously not magic. It's a lot of other things. But, so that's that.
November, 82 new customers, 5,000, over 5,000 in earnings. How did your December go?
Well, December I thought would be less income, to be honest. My PGV was lower in December than it was in November, but my PV was slightly higher. And I say slightly, and that's the power of the PV, the power of the customer sale, I think, is that my check in December was higher than my check in November, over 5,000 again, but higher. And my customer number was higher. I had 91 new customers in December and over 100 customers purchasing products. So several of those were repeat customers from customers I've created this year and in previous years.
So you added 900 customers a month of December. You did over 5,000, 91, and you did over 5,000 your check again, but even higher.
Yeah.
And
so
over 100 customer sales in December.
Yes.
Well, so that's 2 months in a row.
Yes. Every month, right?
How are you feeling about January?
I'm excited.
Well, tell me, how many hours a day were you working in December? You acquired 91 new customers, over 100 customer orders, earned a check of over 5,000. How many hours a day were you working in December?
I've become a bit more efficient, I think, in that I know what needs to be priority and what earns income, and which emails I can put off for another hour or two, or and I don't keep track of how many minutes I'm spending per day emailing people or being online. And I primarily 95% of my business is online. I would say roughly between 2 and 3 hours a day, focused on actual work in NIKKEN. And when I say that, I spend a lot of time thinking and a lot of time dreaming about what I would like to see for my life and my NIKKEN business, and I believe that that's a big part of it. So I probably do put in more time maybe than a full-time job in terms of thoughts, but that's not work to me. That's an enjoyable daydreaming practice. So yeah, physical work 2 to 3 hours. Some days less than that, and some days a little bit more, depending on how busy things are.
So on average, you're investing 2 to 3 hours a day in your NIKKEN business. That was the case then, I guess, in November and December, about 2 to 3 hours a day.
Correct.
Those 2 months, you were earning the equivalent of a $60,000 a year income on 2 to 3 hours a day work.
Yeah, and when I see that, I am so grateful. I mean, we've been able to...
And you're doing it from home.
We've been able to retire my husband, and I work from home. And that's been my dream for NIKKEN. So I'm broadening my dream now for 2016, seeing that, we were able to do this. It took a few years to get to this point, not that many years though. And now what can we do for 2016? It's going to be exciting.
Can I sign up in your group? Because I want to work 2 to 3 hours a day and earn $5,000 a month.
Yes, you may.
I'll have to talk to Mr. Foley, our CEO and chairman, about that one. Nadine, I'm so excited for your 2016.
Oh,
I have no doubt that we will see you quickly as one of our next golds and platinums. And I can't wait for that 5,000 to become 10,000 and then 15 and 20, because every dollar represents a life change and a life helped. And I know you're the kind of person who truly cares about people's health and wellness. You want people to be happy and successful in the 5 pillars, and you'll be rewarded because you'll be helping other people to achieve their dreams, just like you have been achieving. It's so fantastic. I'm just really grateful that you're part of this company and that we're going to do great things together. So thank you so much, Nadine.
Thank you, Jeff. Your encouragement is really very helpful. I would like to just encourage other people to go into my NIKKEN and do the e-courses. Specifically, I found the 5 Pillars of Health e-course in the NIKKEN University was just so helpful in helping me to realize that where I am in my life is quite far off from my ideal life. So that is just so motivating to see that there's a huge gap there. Like, what can I do to make that smaller, to really live the life of, a balanced 5 pillars in the way that I would like to see that. So thank you, Jeff.
Well, Nadine, thank you for being one of our great NIKKEN success stories. We have hundreds of them out in the field. You certainly are one of them. Appreciate you being on the show today. Have a fantastic day in Prince Edward Island. Enjoy your day.
Thank you. I will. You too, Jeff. Thank you so much.
Thank you for listening to NIKKEN Radio 1.